Welcome to Denmark! Or at least that's what it feels like. But this is California. This is Solvang. So how did a little piece of Denmark end up in California? Solvang actually means sunny field in Danish, and this place was founded back in 1911 by three Danish educators and pastors, Benedict Nordentoft, Jens Gregersen, and Peter Hornselt. They came here with a vision to create a peaceful Danish community far away from the harsh winters of the Midwest, a place where language, culture, and traditions could survive. They purchased nearly 9,000 acres of land for about $75,000 and started building something from the ground up. At first, Solvang wasn't meant to be a tourist destination at all. It was a quiet farming community with a bakery, a creamery, a small hotel. Simple, practical life. But everything changed in 1947 when a story in the Saturday Evening Post called this place Little Denmark. Suddenly, people from all over California became curious and started coming here to see it for themselves. And that's when Solvang slowly transformed into what we see today. The windmills, the half-timbered houses, the storybook streets, most of it was actually added later as the town leaned into its Danish identity. And somehow it worked. Today, even though only about 10% of the population is actually Danish, the spirit of Denmark is still everywhere you look. Even Danish royalty has visited this tiny town multiple times, including Prince Henrik, who came here for Solvang's 100-year anniversary. And interestingly, Solvang didn't officially become a city until 1985. For decades, it remained more like a cultural colony than a formal town. And then there are the windmills. You'll notice them almost everywhere, right in the heart of the town. Solvang has 4 wooden windmills within just a few blocks, and while most of them are decorative today, they are inspired by traditional Danish mills once used for grinding grain. Now they've become one of the most photographed symbols of the Solvang, adding that quiet, almost storybook magic to every corner of the town. One of the most fun ways to explore Solvang is in these small electric, almost toy-like cars. They look playful and honestly perfect for a place like this. But if you want something more relaxed and guided, there is a Solvang trolley. It's a charming old-style open-air trolley that takes you through the town while sharing its history along the way. The tour lasts about 25 minutes and costs $18, making it a simple, easy way to see everything without rushing. But what really makes Solvang feel alive are its little shops and boutiques. They are everywhere, tucked into corners, lining the streets, each one with its own personality. You'll find antiques that feel like they've traveled through time, vintage clothes with the stories behind them, handmade jewelry, local art, and small souvenirs that somehow feel more meaningful than usual. You wander, you discover, and suddenly time slows down. And even if you don't buy anything, just exploring these spaces feels like part of the experience. And then there is this warm, sweet smell impossible to ignore, because Solvang is filled with Danish bakeries, several of them within just a few blocks. This place is truly a paradise for anyone with a sweet tooth. You'll see rows of freshly baked Danish pastries, flaky, buttery, filled with cream, fruits or custard. The kind that almost melt the moment you take a bite. Many of these spots have been here for decades, often family-run, keeping recipes and traditions alive through generations. And it's not just about the taste, it's the feeling. Sitting with a coffee, slowing down, and letting yourself fully enjoy something simple and sweet. And if you are here on Wednesday, there is even more to taste. Solvang hosts a weekly farmers market where the focus shifts from pastries to fresh local flavors. You'll find seasonal fruits and vegetables, local honey, handmade goods, and food that feels simple, real, and connected to the land. It's less about tradition and more about community. Locals come here to shop, to talk, to slow down, and for a moment you get to experience Solvang not just as a visitor, but as a part of its everyday life. Just steps away from all the Danish charm, you'll find something completely unexpected. Old Mission Santa Ynez. Founded in 1804, it's the 19th of California's 21 Spanish missions. The architecture, the history, the atmosphere, it all carries a quiet, grounded presence. And what's fascinating is how these two cultures exist side by side. On one street, you are surrounded by Danish windmills and storybook houses, and just moments later, you are standing in a place shaped by Spanish colonial history. It's an unusual contrast, but somehow it works. It gives Solvang a deeper layer beyond the fairy tale aesthetics. A reminder that this place isn't just about how it looks, but about the many stories that come together to create it. Just across the street, the story continues. Hans Christian Andersen Museum is dedicated to one of the Denmark's most beloved storytellers, the author behind The Little Mermaid, The Ugly Duckling, and so many childhood tales that shaped imagination around the world. The museum holds books, artifacts, and exhibits that trace his life journey from a humble beginning in Denmark to becoming one of the most influential fairy tale writers in history. It's not a large or overwhelming space. It's quiet, reflective, almost like stepping inside a story itself. And just outside the city, in a nearby park, there is a large bronze bust of Andersen himself, almost like he is still watching over this little Danish town. It feels calm, green, and peaceful, a perfect spot to relax after exploring the town. Just outside the park, there is another hidden detail most people almost walk past: the Solvang wind harp, an old musical sculpture that plays as the wind passes through it, originally from 1915 San Francisco Expo. And just when you think Solvang has shown you everything, it surprises you again. A short drive from town brings you to one of the most unexpected stops in the area: Ostrich Land, USA. You can feed ostriches and emus right from your hand and suddenly realize just how big and curious they actually are up close. But that's the interesting thing about this whole area. Solvang isn't just one story. It's layers of history, culture, and unexpected contrasts all living side by side. From Danish windmills and pastries to Spanish missions to fairy tale museums, and then suddenly ostriches running across an open field. And maybe that's why this place stays with you, because it's not just about what you see, It's about how many different worlds you can experience in just one small town. So whether you came for the pastries, the history, or the fairy tale streets, Solvang quietly gives you something more. A reminder that adventure doesn't always require going far. Sometimes it's hidden in the most unexpected corners of California.